Hey, what's up guys? Tony here, and this is a game of ground war domination, and this might look a little familiar because John Nystel, he just posted the same match on his channel, and it's really funny because at the end of this match, the first thing I said, I was like, oh, I'm putting this in my file share because this is still going up on YouTube for sure. And one of these, when I play ground war, my expectations aren't very high because, well, if you play ground war, then you know that the connections can be shoddy, spotty. It could be a lot of words, and so I don't know. I just don't have those such high expectations for myself when I play on ground war. There's a lot of people, and there's a lot of shit going on, and so I just, historically I haven't done very well. And so basically, when I got this game, I was super surprised, and I was super stoked about it too. I think what it had to do is the size of this map is probably what made this such an intense match, because I've played on Crisis and it doesn't seem to be as intense because everyone just sort of fight. Well, we were fighting over B on this one, but you fight for B on that one and people go and flip the spawns all the time. But this one is a little excuse me, this one's a little special because the fact that on the other team there was this guy, and he came into the game just talking shit, and he came in really late in the game, like as far as the loading screen is concerned. Like the loading screen was going on, and you know how it's like separated with both, or like all the players are listed, and then it divides you up into teams. Well, what happened is like when they got in, because it was sort of like a merger of two lobbies, there wasn't enough time for me to mute this guy. And what I usually do, my normal tactic is to mute everybody except for my teammates. And then sometimes if I'm playing just with a couple people, I only want to talk with whomever I'm playing with. So if it's not a full party, then I'll mute some of the players on my other team as well. But anyways, I didn't get a chance to mute this guy. And he was talking all sorts of trash. And right when the match was about to start, I said this before the lobby even closed, I was like, God, I can't wait to mute this guy. And so some guy on the other team had said that he couldn't wait to mute him either. I mean, you got a guy on your own team telling you, and they're probably not, they don't know each other, but the thing is, it's just funny because, God, that's, how obnoxious of a person are you if you're, one of your own teammates is just like, I can't deal, I say that like as if they know each other, but just to have somebody want to mute you off the bat is kind of a special thing. You've got to really be annoying to get that sort of treatment, and that's sort of the treatment that he was getting, rightfully so, because he was obnoxious. I cannot properly describe how obnoxious this guy was. But the point of this is that and this has happened a couple of times, while I've been playing, is that there will be people who will talk the biggest trash. They will be shit talking until the game starts, and so what is the best thing about the best thing about that is that when somebody's shit talking that hard and then they lose, it makes that victory taste so much sweeter. And I think the fact that this was a very hard fought game, plus the fact this guy was talking so much shit, made this victory even better. I mean, this was one of those games that, like I said, I could not wait to post. I put in my file share right away, and it was just one of those really exciting. It's been a long time since I've had such an exciting game of Black Ops that that I just couldn't wait to commentate over it. So, anyways, that's just sort of like, I can't help but get over how fun this match was. And it got a little frustrating there for a little bit. You'll see here in a minute we're gonna lose the lead, and I think most of that has to do with the fact that we were just trying to gain map control, but with ground war it's pretty chaotic in the first place, like people coming out of nowhere. And so this is about the time where things started to turn around for us, because I call in napalm strike on B, and of course, like, I'm right in the path of where my napalm's gonna go. So I will definitely take a sacrifice. I'll sacrifice myself to make sure we get B. Excuse me. Wow, I thought I was kind of over this little cough thing, but apparently it wants to crop up whenever I do commentaries now. I won't cough all day long, and then suddenly when I want to talk for an extended period of time, it comes back. It's like, what? So, anyways, I've got a couple other things I want to talk about besides this match, or besides the shit talker, because we've all dealt with it. And actually, I'll kind of go on just for a smidge. I will extrapolate for a smidge on shit talking. The Xbox guys are a little bit more notorious from what I can tell with the shit talking, and it's mostly the younger kids. It's like 14-year-old kids coming online, you know, and I've heard it's been like every time I play, I swear to God, it seems like one kid. I usually think it's a girl. I'm like, wow, there are a lot of girls playing. And of course, they're just like prepubescent boys. Like, you guys are shitty. You guys suck. Ah. They'll go on and on. And there's this thing when I was coaching high school baseball that I preached to my kids, and well, it was one of the things that I had talked about when I started the PlayStation 3 version of the MLG Popstars, is you win with grace, you lose with grace. You know, you try not to be the shit talkers. And you know, it's funny because I was watching this. I can't believe I actually missed that guy. I mean, I looked up at the radar and he was clearly right there, and I don't know what the hell I was thinking. But yeah, you win with dignity, you lose with dignity or grace, and just go from there. You know, give them a good game if it was a good game. You know, people start talking shit, then I guess, you know, it's just sort of my thing is I mute everybody, so I try not to even hear the shit talking. But sometimes, you know, it's necessary. You know, you know, if you're fired upon, you got to fire back, and it's like no big deal that it comes. But to be the instigator is really, you know, I think it's a problem. You know, if you're instigating some sort of shit talking when it's unwarranted, you know. But there are people like that, and it goes into play with this whole idea that the anonymity, if I'm saying that word correctly, sometimes my vocabulary sucks, but you know, people are anonymous online. You can be whomever you want to be. If you want to be a shit-talking person online, then you can. There's nothing to stop you from being a shit-talker, even if you're not a shit-talker in real life. And that's a topic, a part of John's commentary, is that people will say stuff you know, online that they would not say to a person in real life, because there are real-life consequences for, you know, calling people names, especially racist or derogatory names. But it seems to be, you know, free-flowing, or you know, people just do it because there's no repercussions. The worst you can do is, I don't know, get kicked out of a lobby or lose a game, or I don't know, there's no real ramifications for being that big of a douche. But anyways, I'm gonna digress and move on. What I want to, oh yeah, actually, but big thing I want to do, yesterday I got a whole bunch of game invites from guys that I've added who are subscribers. Adam is one of them, and basically what I want to do is I would want to give this impression that I don't play with my subscribers, because it's not true at all. The thing is that at the time I was leaving to go to the Padres game, and so I had played for about 45 minutes while I was waiting to leave to go catch my train down to San Diego. And I've gotten a whole bunch of game invites, and I just don't want you guys that who are, you know, on my friends list and who are subscribers and who are new, because there's a handful of you guys who are new. I don't want you guys to feel like I don't play with you guys, that I only play with like Topher and John and a handful of other guys. But anyways, I play with everybody. I do my best to play with everybody, and so I just want you guys to know that that's not a norm. You know, I don't just, like, you know, ignore people's game invites and sign off randomly. You know, I think when I got back last night from the game, I went ahead and I replied to Adam, so that way there's just no confusion, you know, because I just don't want people to get mad, like, oh, he said he'll play with us, you know, and he gives out his gamer tag, but it never happens, you know. That I want to make sure that doesn't happen. So this is just for you guys who might have, you know, in the past, most notably yesterday. That's why I'm bringing it up, because I had gotten a whole bunch of game invites, and I wanted to make sure I covered that. So anyways, yeah, sorry guys about that yesterday. That's just sort of a special circumstance, and so we should get together and we'll go ahead and link up soon. Oh yeah, by the way, John had just mentioned he got back from Boston. He went to see the Cubs and the Red Sox play, and I don't know how they did yesterday. I saw that the Cubs got beat pretty bad, and I heard somewhere, now I have to double check this fact, but I heard somewhere this is the first time that the Cubs have played in Boston since 1918, and that would have been the last time that the Red Sox won the World Series before 2004. So that's quite a long time to not play in Boston, you know. And that's a good topic for MLB commentary. I'm going to save that too, about interleague. Oh, something else that's really cool that I want to bring up really quickly is that I went with my friend Kristen to the project game, like I mentioned, and she's a huge like motorcycle racer girl. And I've known her for years, about 10 years now. And so what we're going to do, we're going to actually, she's got a YouTube channel as well, and she's got like 1,800 subscribers, something like that. But anyways, the thing is I'll put a link in the description, but she's a motorcycle rider. And what I'm going to do is we're actually going to play a game, a motorcycle game, and we're going to do a split screen and do a dual commentary about it. And it should be a lot of fun. I can't wait to do it. I'm really excited. So like I said, we've been friends for 10 plus years. Anyways, I go 47-16, and I'll go talk to you guys in my next video. All right, later.